Hello everyone, welcome to a slightly different video. It is getting hot. Hot in fucking Connecticut. It's fucking insane. We had snow a few weeks ago, it was crazy, and now the sun's out, the birds are chirping, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna try to make this video quick because I gotta stream, I wanna stream. So let's get through this. This is Tolo talking about what happened with Monster Hunter World. You know, how DSP misrepresented his opinion, etc., etc. Figure might as well do a video on it, right? So let's get started.
That pissed me off. Like, I'm actually mad at Phil. That really fucking upset me because now I'm gonna have to deal with fucking people,
let's get started on this.
Saying, oh, the only reason DarkSydeTolo didn't play Monster Hunter is because Tolomio said he was disappointed in it. Like, that actually really...
I like how DSP can't pronounce Tolo's name right. So, Tolo's name is Tolomio. DSP pronounces it Tolomeo. Can't pronounce the name correctly, and he's a huge fan of Tolo. But the thing is, I also want to I want this to be in the back of your head of your mind too, or at least, you know, as a thought. Is there anything wrong with Tolo addressing DSP getting his opinion wrong about Monster Hunter World? No, there's nothing wrong with Tolo voicing his annoyance with it, but I do think Tolo is kinda embellishing or overreacting. Because I'm going to give you an example of what happened with this journalist back a few years ago. This is back when the panda was in the picture. DSP had this interview with this guy, and DSP later on went on Twitter or in a pre-stream somewhere saying, oh, this guy that was interviewing me also said the haters are fucked up and they're mentally ill. He agreed with me, dude. He said that about this journalist, and the journalist got wind of that, uploaded the clip on his Twitter or SoundCloud, whatever, and all the guy said was something more reasonable and rational. Like, I think he said, yeah, I see you get a lot of hate on Twitter, which is, you know, it is what it is. Something like that. I don't remember exactly verbatim, because this happened years ago, but it was something that was like, okay, you know, that makes sense. But DSP says, oh, see, this guy said that these people are mentally ill and they're fucked up. He agrees with me, dude. And the thing is that that's different, is with that journalist, that could affect his career. DSP saying that could make other people think that this guy is toxic. Oh, he says all these things about potential viewers, that they're mentally and all that. We can't have that in our publication, etc. So that guy had to release that clip to show that he didn't say that. But Tolo's opinion was about Monster Hunter World, and yeah, it's annoying that DSP misconstrued his opinion, but it's like, I don't think it deserves this amount of salt that Tolo gives. But let's continue, because this gets interesting very quickly.
Really, really fucking irritates me. I think this is... But it's like, apparently, he was going around saying, oh, well, even people who love Monster Hunter, like Tolomio, say it was like a massive disappointment. He doesn't like the game. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, I woke up and there were a couple people in my Twitter mentions mentioning that, so just can't catch a break, right?
Catch a break.
And like, it's fucking annoying, because if you were curious, that's just wrong. I love Monster Hunter World. The only thing I'm disappointed in is the end game, really. I've said I think it's the best Monster Hunter game, but now there are gonna be people just like with the Bloodborne playthrough thinking that I'm coaching him and like making him good at the game when he's dying to a Breedis for 2 fucking hours. They're gonna...
No, the thing with the Bloodborne, the reason why people assumed that was because DSP is infamous on getting tips from the stream chat. So people were a little cautious, thinking, oh, Tolo's gonna hold his hand and this and that. Now, Tolo, all they could have said was, I'm not holding his hand or whatever, because the chat is public. People can see the chat, so, you know, if he's not coaching him, we would see it. 2, he could just say, I'm not coaching him, whatever. But instead, he's like, I'm not coaching him. He would not be using the cane if I was coaching him. Like, Tolo, relax. Relax. Come on.
Be like, oh my god, Tolomio's the reason the DSP didn't play Monster Hunter World. And me and Cry even invited him to play Monster Hunter World with us. So that's the fucking asinine part. Monster Hunter World. Me and Cry even invited Tolomio's the reason they're gonna be like, oh my god, Tolomio's the reason the DSP didn't play Monster Hunter World. And
Tolo's the reason why he's not playing Monster Hunter World. No one has said that Tolo is the reason why DSP is not playing Monster Hunter World. Not a single person said that. I have not seen a single person mention Tolo in that regard. I've seen people. I could probably believe that. What was I thinking? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, DSP says is a disappointing game, and Tolo agrees. That's the most I could see. Like using Tolo to validate DSP's shitty opinion. But no one to my knowledge has said, oh well, DSP's not playing this because of Tolo. That doesn't sound like that happened.
Me and Cry even invited him to play Monster Hunter World with us. So that's the fucking asinine part.
It's asinine, guys.
I'm not particularly thrilled about that, to be perfectly frank. It's actually impressive how much information they get wrong. And that's why I mentioned earlier that in about an hour when he's done streaming and the auto host goes here, you can expect some shit to happen.
See, this sounds like fucking DSP shit. Oh, shit's gonna go down. I mean, look how big his ego is. This isn't that big of a deal, Cry. Tolo, come on. Really?
So, it's just life, right? It's always something. It's all I wish he would stop twisting what I said around.
Guess what, Tolo? He does it to everyone. He does it to everyone. You're not the first and you're not the last.
Like, Tolomio is a Monster Hunter fan who hates Monster Hunter. Literally never fucking said that. I don't even think I've said that as a joke. Christ.
Look how salty he is over this. He could... This is a thing you could just say, like, in 1 minute. Oh, DSP said that I didn't like Monster Hunter World. Well, that's incorrect. I do like Monster Hunter World. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he misunderstood me, but I like Monster Hunter World. Then move on. But instead, we get this whole thing. I'm so mad. People are now gonna say I said Monster Hunter World is... He's taking it as if it's like a personal insult. Okay.
When are you gonna masturbate on stream right now?
Shit's on film.
Hello, Monochrome. Goblins, you hate the whole Monster Hunter franchise? I know, right? Like, Jesus. At least it's kind of funny. It really isn't, though, because, like, I hate having to
It's funny, but it isn't. Which is it? Is it funny or not?
deal with this shit. Like, I'm in one of the most unenviable positions because, like, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna hold my peace. And then they're like, oh, DSP just listens to his fans, which they mean me.
Get a load of that. Get a load of that. Oh, they'll say that DSP listens to his fans. That they mean me. Tolo, how big is your ego? Because I'll tell you right now, DSP's fans have been saying that. I've been saying, oh, most of the world is a grind, and, I don't think it's going to be that good or whatever. Because DSP's fans listen to what DSP says, and they buy in to the shit he says. So, of course, when they say DSP's fan says this, they mean legitimately, genuinely, it's DSP's fans saying this. Blows my mind that Tolo is this inept that he thinks that they're talking about him. Oh, when they say DSP's fan, they're talking about me, okay? Okay. And when you guys say detractor, you're talking about me, clearly. Like, come on, really? Really, Tolo? And the thing is, on top of that, I'm going to give you a Theo theory. A Theo theory as to why Tolo goes out of his way to raid Phil and to watch his streams and participate in his chat. Here's a Theo theory for you, and I'm willing to believe it's a Theo fact, but it's a Theo theory for now. I think the reason why Tolo loves, participating in DSP's chat is because he gets attention. When he goes there, DSP is all flirty with him, look at how DSP usually does gameplay when it's just him and his regulars, his normal stream chat. This is him, okay? I'll be DSP, alright? Wow, I got an upgrade, dude. Oh, like, bitch. Well, thank you, Miss Swaggins, for the 50 bits. And, he says, that Kratos looks like Heisenberg. Okay. Alright. So that's how DSP usually is during normal streams, right? Now, here is DSP when Tolo comes in. Okay. Oh, hi Tolo, what's up? Oh, Tolo, I play God of War. It's pretty good game, dude. I like what you can do in this game. It's really cool. Kratos, I got this new move. Kratos, pretty dope, dude. Now I fight this fucking Valkyrie bitch. Watch this, Tolo. Oh, got her. Okay, Tolo, what's up? Tolo says that his favorite color is blue. Cool, dude. I like red. And then, if it's just his normal stream chat, and they bring up their favorite color, like, oh, my favorite color is blue. Why are you talking about colors? Talk about the game, okay? I'm here busting my ass for you, and you're not talking about the game or me. I guess the game's gotta go on hiatus, dude. Guess more PUBG. So that's why I think Tolo loves being involved in DSP's chat, because he gets all of the attention. His stream chat bends over for Tolo. DSP bends over for Tolo. He loves the attention. I mean, he thinks when we talk about DSP's fans, we're talking about Tolo. Amazing.
Because I told him Monster Hunter is the worst game ever, apparently. And so now I'm a DSP fan, and before you know it, they're gonna start saying that I give him like thousands of dollars a month, and I'm single-handedly supporting the stream.
No one will think that, Tolo, because I'll give you a little secret, Tolo. This is a little nugget for you, Tolo. Just keep it in the back of your mind. When DSP gets tips and cheers, he gives a shout out. Whoa. And when he gives a shout out, he usually says the name. Whoa. And when you also go to Patreon and you give him money there, he puts you on a Patreon crawl, where he lists all of the names of the people who are supporting him on Patreon. Tolo. Maybe, just maybe, that theory or rumor won't stick, because there's factual proof of you not donating to him. The only way that people can come to that theory is if they think you send him letters in the mail full of money. Now, Tolo, I'm gonna go on a limb here and assume you don't do that. I assume you don't send money through the mail. So, if you're not supporting him at all, it's gonna show, because you don't have a big crown or whatever in his stream chat. I don't think you're even a sub, Tolo, so there you go. So Tolo, don't worry. No one will think you're giving him thousands of dollars if you just don't give him money. Now, if you want to give him money, Tolo, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The fact that you think there is kind of sad, because that just shows that you have less of a spine than his DSPs than his fans, which is worse because his fans barely have him. So if you can't even stand by the thought of you potentially supporting DSP at all, like if you can't even defend, like, oh, they're gonna think that, oh, I'm gonna support. If you think that's such a big deal, then maybe you need to work on your confidence and your just your confidence, because that's really sad that this is a big deal for you when you could easily just prove you're not supporting him. I don't think you're supporting him. No one that I talk to thinks you are. So whoever thinks this or is going to think it is going to look like an idiot because there's factual proof of you not supporting him. But I don't think anyone, and also Tolo, I should also say this too, I don't think anyone will care about you supporting him. If you want to give him $5, hey, so be it. That's your prerogative. It's your money. You can laugh your way to the bank with it. You can laugh your way to donating it. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's a free country, Tolo. The only times that people give shit to people who give money is when it's an exorbitant amount of money. Now, Tolo, I'm gonna go out on a limb and also say that if you were to support him, I don't think you're gonna give him $100. I don't think you're that kind of guy, Tolo. I could see you giving maybe $1, $5, maybe 10 if you're like really excited about something or whatever, but I don't see you giving him exorbitant amount of money. That just sounds retarded, and Tolo, I do think you're egotistical, and you could get dumb at some point. I mean, this video is pretty dumb, but I don't think you're dumb enough to be like, here's $100, Phil. So you know, Tolo, maybe you need to calm down a little bit. I think you're freaking out over nothing.
It's just... It never ends. It never ends. My life is just a series of unfortunate events. The first unfortunate event was me being born. You get shit from it? Well, here's the thing, Weisman, and we can't talk about this for too long. We should be finishing this subject up soon. But
Get this.
DSP has a group of people who like actively try to fuck with him and people he associates with. Like if they think you support him or like he has a relationship with you, regardless of whether it's business or friends or whatever, they will do their damnedest to try to sabotage that.
Okay, a few things about this, because it's a loaded one. It's a loaded one. But let's just look at sponsors for this. We'll get into the cat stuff later, momentarily, very shortly. But let's start with the sponsor stuff. Why, people try, why he loses sponsors. It's not because of us, Tolo. I know it's easy to blame us because DSP said so many times. DSP has been saying on stream consistently, oh, it's because the detractors, the filthy detractors, and their fucking use of the internet. But here's the thing, Tolo. Here's the thing. Let's say that Phil never made that Nazi joke in Dead Space 2. Let's say he never made that joke. And let's say he never used the N-word in that Heavy Rain playthrough. Let's say he doesn't, say racial jokes towards Asians as much as he does. Let's just say he did not fap when the camera was on. Do you think that he would have lost those sponsors because of detractors? Let's say he was not a toxic person. He was just a guy who plays games, and he's Mr. Positive, and he doesn't snap at people. He didn't threaten that little kid to beat him up in real life. Let's say he never said that either. Let's just say that he's just, bare bones, basic, safe commentary that people kind of expected from him. Do you think that the presence of detractors would discourage sponsors to drop him? The answer is no, because they could just say, like, oh, these are just haters, and that's not really going to affect anything. Fuck it. They're going to spam us with messages, whatever. Who cares? But DSP has videos, years of videos, by the way, Tolo, I'm sure you know, of him saying a lot of risque shit, a lot of toxic stuff. So you're telling me that it's our fault that he said those toxic things that could cause you to lose a job? Like, that's like me going to, if I had an office job, let's say, and I upload a video of me wearing the KKK uniform and I started saying all these like racial things, I would probably have a suspicion or a hunch that I might not have my job the next day. Now, am I gonna blame me or am I gonna blame the people who throw that video around? Because if I didn't do that, if I didn't wear that stuff, the video would not exist. But since I recorded it and uploaded the video, and then people just happened to spread it, who's to blame, Tolo? Who's to blame? Now let's go to Cat. Now let's go to the Cat, okay? The Cat knew who DSP was immediately. She knew who DSP was. She had to meet him. Now, if Cat truly loved Phil, let's say that Cat is like, I love you, Phil. Phil, I want to marry you. That guy, like, this is why I think she generally likes him. Because if detractors were able to sway her away from moving in with Phil, then she just doesn't like him. If you like, okay, Tolo, I'm gonna use an example. Let's say that you're interested in this girl. You're interested in Sarah. You see this girl Sarah, you're like, oh wow, Sarah's amazing. But then, and you start, making hints on Twitter, and then people tell you, dude, Tolo, Sarah's a bitch. She's a fucking scammer, fucker. This stuff, blah 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 blah. Are you gonna sit there like, oh, she is? Okay, I'm not gonna pursue Sarah at all. Bye, Sarah, and move on? Or are you gonna be like, you know what? I want to know more about Sarah myself. Because I guarantee you, Tolo, if you liked Sarah, if you really genuinely like Sarah, you're gonna go out with her. You're not gonna listen to strangers saying, "Oh, don't do it," because you want to find out for yourself. The only way that you could probably, be dissuaded from seeing Sarah is if someone tells you that she's a serial killer and she's on a most wanted list. Then maybe that would scare you away. But if random Joes start emailing you or tweeting you saying Sarah's a bad person, blah blah blah, and that's all there is to it, nothing really substantial other than that, I just think you're gonna date her anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm dumb enough to think that you would want to get to know the person before making a judgment to move in. You don't think that Kat thought about that? And that's the thing I want you guys to just think about with Kat. We make jokes about her, okay, she's a horse. Okay. I don't agree with people saying that, oh, she's a bad person, she's a shitty person when we don't really know much about her. But we could probably assume that she genuinely likes Phil enough because she moved in with him. That could change at all at any time in the future, but I mean, come on, Tolo, just stop and think.
Not necessarily because they dislike the person who's in who's talking to Phil, just because they want to see him fail so badly.
That's why we do it, guys. To see him fail, not because we think what he says is fucking ridiculous and we want to voice our opinions. That's what haters do, guys. I mean, okay, you know what? No more opinions. We're just okay. So then, with that logic, then H3 shouldn't do videos on anyone because I mean, come on, guys. Okay.
Actively try to just go in. Like, every time he talks to someone on Twitter, they message the person on Twitter, like, did you know this guy fucking beats children?
Now, funny that he brings this up, and he misrepresents it. Now, see, this is the irony, the great irony in this video. Tolo got triggered and salty over how DSP misrepresents his opinion and twisted his opinion around to validate his opinion on Monster Hunter. While here we have Tolo regurgitating DSP stuff without him thinking. Maybe he did twist other people's words around. Doesn't think about that. And regurgitates it and says, oh, see, they message people saying, do you know that DSP beats children? When no one fucking said that. Every single person that brings it up says that he threatened to hit a kid. Because that's what he did, Tolo. It's on DSP Gaming. Is DSP Gaming a detractor channel now? Because it's in that video. A 11-year-old girl says, it's right behind you, stupid. And DSP leaves the room and says, oh, if I see that kid in real life, I'd smack the shit out of her. You know, and then DSP tries to revise it by saying, oh, it's a hypothetical kid, when we know it was that kid that he was talking about. And he said, in real life, in the joke. How is that a joke? You know, and the other thing I want you guys to just keep in mind is that when you say stuff on the internet and it's risque or it comes off racist, you can't really be surprised when people call you a racist if what you said is racist. If you say a racial joke and someone says, wow, that's racist, you can't really act surprised because you say, yeah, it's a racial joke. I mean, I meant it as a joke. I'm sorry that it's offensive. I didn't mean it to come off that way. Whatever. You can always apologize. That's fine. But you can't just sit there and be like, I was joking, okay? And then leave. Because you're kind of ignoring the issue and you're kind of belittling the person for feeling the way that they do when you do that. It's just kind of shitty. It's like, why? But okay. I mean, you guys know, you know the point I was making.
And he hates kids, and he
No one said he hates kids. I theorize that he hates kids because every time when he sees a kid in a video game, every joke revolving the kid either is about having sex with them, or killing them. So you tell me, Tolo, because these aren't like one-off jokes. It's consistent. It's consistent.
He regularly masturbates in front of children, and
no one says he regularly masturbates in front of children. People say that he masturbates in front of children that one time because he masturbated on stream. And see, I don't get, I don't. It fascinates me how people just kind of don't think about this. But you're streaming on the internet, right? Think about the people who can watch a stream. Do you think that a little kid cannot access YouTube and cannot find DSP? And when you go to his chat, like when you see Derek, our favorite boy, Derek, he always says, oh, he stole his, oh my fucking god. Who is it? Oh, it's nobody. Fuck it. I know what it is. It was garbage. But, anyways. God damn, I forgot. What I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Derek. Derek steals his parents' credit cards. He stole his mom's credit card. Oh, but no kid watches DSP. How come every DSP fan is a kid then? How come they're all like teenagers? I mean, the oldest was Viking, but he's not a fan anymore. KG, but you know he's kind of creepy. I guess he creeps out DSP too. On top of that, but you know. So you're saying that, oh, well, he doesn't masturbate in front of kids because his audience is an adult. I'm an adult and I watch DSP. Is a dumb fucking argument. Because that's like saying that, it's like me saying, well, I watch Mega 64 and I'm a white male in their 20s, so that must be their demographic, a white male in their 20s. You don't think that's a little dumb? Okay, but yeah. Clearly making the assumption that DSP's audience is kids, when we've seen a lot of kids in, you know, around Phil, that's out of line, guys. Okay.
Begs for money from the same ones after he's finished. Like, they say shit like,
Tolo, you go to his streams. You're telling me you were there even during the whole tax situation. You did not hear him say, guys, I need to pay the taxes. I need to pay my bills. I need to pay these things or I'm going to lose the house. You don't think that's begging? Wow. And people wonder why I consider Tolo a fucking cuck.
Something interesting.
It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
Mr.
Yeah,
Fred. No.
guys, it's really fucking crazy. We go to watch DSP's stream. He talks about getting money. He puts games behind paywalls. He's dropping God of War because he's not making money off it, but he's not begging. Okay, Tolo, you're either ignorant or you're just bad at trolling. I don't know what it is, but oh my god, Tolo.
No. I've been following DSP for a long time too. I started watching DSP when he's playing Dark Souls 1, so I know all about Fred Fox. That's the thing. I'm not ignorant to DSP. I know all of the shit he's been into.
I'm not ignorant to DSP. Then what the fuck was that? Before this, you were like, well, guys, people say he's a beggar. That's ridiculous. People say they beats kids. So you're telling me, Tolo, that when you heard him say, "Oh, well, I would hit the kid in real life if he talked to me like that," you didn't find that to be a little off? You don't think that him begging his stream to pay for his fucking taxes was off either? Ah.
I have to now. Like, how could I not now that he is in my chat and I have to be aware of what's happening? I have to read like threads on certain websites that I'm not particularly fond of and everything, just to make sure I don't get ambushed by shit. You know what I mean?
Tolo, I got a crazy idea. It's gonna blow your socks off, Tolo. You're gonna sit there and be like, what an idea. I'll give you this one for free, Tolo. You don't have to pay me a dime. You don't have to talk to Phil. You don't have to respond to his fucking drama. If Phil comes to your chat and says, fuck the haters and shit like that, you don't need to respond to that. You don't have to do anything. You have nothing to worry about, Tolo. The only way that people will go after you, Tolo, is if you're like fucking trying to sew him to your hip. If you're like, don't worry, guys. DSP's gonna be part of my stream. He's gonna be my partner, my co-partner. We're gonna get money. I'm gonna pay him 50%. I get 50%. This and that. I support everything DSP says. Then you might run into some issues. But you just sitting there and be like, okay, oh, DSP playing Bloodborne. Oh, cool. Okay. No one's gonna give a fuck. No one's gonna give a fuck about you, Tolo. But if you're gonna go to his chat and be like, Phil, here's all my money. Here's $1 million. Take it all, buddy. You might get some shit thrown at you. But if you're just gonna sit there and be like, oh, okay, cool, man. You know, the worst you'll get, Tolo, is being called a cuck. That's the most I could see being thrown at you. But I don't see you, getting doxxed. I don't see you, being burned at the stake. I don't see that kind of shit happening to you anytime soon, unless you try. Unless you try, Tolo. You might have to try to do that. But, the fact that this is a concern does kind of make me a little worried that you might do something stupid. So Tolo, it's not that big of a deal that DSP watches your stream or you watch his stream. That's not a big deal, Tolo. That's not the issue here. But you saying this dumb shit is why I'm making this video. Oh, okay, and that's the end of that. So, there you go, that's the video. Tolo, you're something. Yeah, made me curious about it, but it is what it is, I suppose. Alright. Maybe by the time this uploads, I might be streaming. I might be streaming on my Twitch channel. You can feel free to check me out there. I'll put the link to my channel in the description below. So see ya either on stream if I am streaming. If not, see ya in my next stream or in the next video. Thank you for watching.